Alright guys, welcome to my GASPAGORE monster review. He is currently the Legends Pass free monster, although I say that loosely. You can get him out of the Legends Pass. The only way to rank him up, since you can't do rank up survival dungeon this era, is through the maze that they do on the first week of the era sagas now. So that was your only shot to rank him up, really. I hope you got him rank 3 if you like the monster. But here we're about to do the review of him. So first, he's an Abyssal era magic and light monster. Alright, so good elements. GASPAGORE tried to single-handedly conquer the Light Kingdom by using some magic incense given to him by a mysterious and spooky advisor. Oh my god. This went about as well as you might expect, and now all GASPAGORE has to show for his troubles is a permanently purple sneer. So someone gave him basically a scented candle and he tried to take over the Light Kingdom. Alright. I gotta say, I hate his design, but I can overlook it. His finisher, Gift of the Magi, disables trait on all enemies, removes positive effects, total damage reduction, deals heavy light. Alright, that is a lot of AoEs. I would say a fantastic finisher. I really wish it cleansed and then trait disabled, so, if they have evasion, if they have space-time, torture immunity, anything, damage protection, megataunt, it would remove that first. But at the end of the day, it's fine, right? Like, at least your trait disable and cleansing. I think you should be good with those. Really good cycle. Then, I wish it did at least an AoE stun. Total damage reduction is really quite bad. The only time you'll really want to hit that on someone is if it's like a Cherub Cupid or a Serpentex, where they're just pierce raw damage attackers. And if you negate their damage completely, they're fine. They can't do anything. But if they have a monster who can cleanse, which they always will, then it won't be that good. It's heavy light damage. But that being said, let's go over his trait. And keep in mind, his stats will be insane compared to other monsters. Like, I have rank 3 Jaeger year end, and he's like just as fast as him, and only a little bit less strong. So, the new era stats are really high, but we got to see if he's worth it. So, as for his trait, we've got, at rank 0, we've got True Vision. So if he has any dots, any status casters, they will always land. Sadly, I think I've seen his skill set before. I don't think he does have even, like, Curse or Bane. But if I'm wrong, that's good. If anything, if they gave you, like, blind, daze, if you had blind and daze, the good thing about True Vision is that it almost never misses. It's, like, almost impossible. It doubles your... It's precision doubled. Like, you will never miss with True Vision. So you will always land your high raw damage attacks. And I will say raw damage attacks will always get outdated eventually. But for now, I think he's got it. And then status caster, immunity to possession and corruption. At least it's possession and corruption, because there's a lot of monsters who only have possession and not corruption. And then that leaves a hole in their strategy. And then, you could just use any corruption monster and you'll be able to take them down. So let's feed this guy up. Alright, okay, so he does have Curse, it looks like, so that's something to keep in mind. Alright, and Repentance. Alright, I'm really interested to see this monster, because I remember him being really ugly, which I was right about, and not really that good. But I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they changed a few things, maybe I was just being pessimistic. Hopefully he's good. I gotta say, I don't hate his design as much seeing it now. It's kind of funny that what he's holding is just an incense thing. He swings around like it's a battle axe. And darn, no rune slots unlocked. That is unlucky. Alright, so first, we've got Strike of the Magi. Deals heavy magic damage to one enemy. 0 stamina, 0 cooldown. For heavy, that's like about 55, 60 damage. That's really good. So, and it looks like he's got the exact same thing, Starlight Blast and Strike of the Magi. So, I gotta say, that's really appetizing. So which one would you run? Maybe both. It depends, because I know he's a buffing monster, right? Look, 3 self-buffing skills. So, he's got 2 strong, super spammable attacks. I'd say run whichever one you're gonna use in the meta more. Since the meta is full of light monsters, I'd suggest using magic attacks. And wow, I see triple damage. This guy might be a great attacker for the next time it's an artifact, right? So these are both amazing strikes. Maybe you run them both when the situation calls for it, but I'd just say run the magic one because the meta is so full of light monsters that light on light would, be a weakness. And I gotta say, it is great that he is a light monster, so if he runs into any of the other ones, like Griffonia, Ironwing, Cherub Cupid, and Serpentex, he has that clash, which with his massive health stat will be a pretty good thing on his side. Now we've got Curse of the Magi. Alright. Deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies Curse to all enemies. I gotta say, I really wish it did more damage. That's a really weak AoE. Looks to be like 35 damage. And then it applies Curse, 2-turn cooldown, 32 stamina, and it looks like he's just got the same thing twice, right? Once again, just exact clones of moves, but with different elements. So I'd say, once again, just run Curse of the Magi because you see light everywhere in the meta. Plus, Curse is a lot stronger than Repentance. Repentance, 10% light damage, and incoming attacks will always land, right? But he has True Vision in his trait, so you really don't need it. Although, keep in mind, you could always just run him as a big AoE monster or anything like that. So, yeah, definitely going to run these 2 Magic Strikes. Then we have Starlight Shower, just the clone again, so I'm not going to go over it. Same stamina, same cooldown, same damage, different dot, and different element. Alright, so choose whichever one suits the situation best. I'm just saying right now, go Magic. They've been releasing a ton of new monsters who are pretty bad, but all metal with insane stats. So metal monsters are pretty popular because they want to take down light monsters. So this guy has an advantage on that because he is a light monster. So if you fought a metal monster, they'd have an advantage against you, but you'd have an advantage against them because you have magic attacks. So definitely run the magic ones over the light ones. Then we have Little Drummer. Deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, applies Repentance. Oh, I don't get why you would have a separate move with more stamina, more cooldown, just for less damage and a dot. I gotta say, you don't need a dot that bad when this era is so focused on raw power. So I'd just say keep your heavy, right? You really don't need this. Maybe if you really feel like, well, no, even that, you have a AoE, so you don't need Little Drummer at all. Then we have Caspar's Frankincense. Okay, a self-cleanse heals itself by 50 and then applies life regeneration to itself. This, on a 48 stamina, 3-turn cooldown, so it's pretty high, but this is a really big move, is amazing for sustainability, right? You not only cleanse, so if you had a million torches on you, and like, let's say you were, corrupted. Yeah, corrupted or possessed, although he does have immunity, so it doesn't really stand as much. You were at low health and you have tons of health, so if you heal it, it'd be big. There's so many things that a self-cleanse heal by 50% and regeneration is amazing on an attacker. You really don't see it that often, sustainability. And I'd say you might want to run this guy Rainbow Rune then if you run this move, because that'll be a dangerous threat. Then we have Melchior's Gold. Removes all negative effects, give 50% of stamina and stamina regeneration. So it's basically this move, but with stamina. I gotta say, he doesn't have any stamina relics, but I really don't think you need it, given how 0 stamina, 0 cooldown, you'll always have that strong attack. So if it comes to healing or stamina, definitely go healing. This guy would be amazing for the rank up survival dungeon if they hadn't removed it. Oh my god. And then the final move, Balthasar's Mirror, okay. Removes positive effects from itself. Oof. Alright, that's not as strong as you'd hope. Applies triple damage to itself during 1 turn. So this is just like a sacrifice to be as strong as you can be. An attacker who can cleanse off himself, although he can cleanse good and bad since he can also take off his positive effects. Ooh, I really don't know because the triple damage is very appetizing. But let's say you want to do this, but you remove evasion and damage boost and all these buffs that we love using in the game. Like if you used him with, what's her name? Let me see. She's like the anticipation monster. Lamuna? Yeah, Lamuna. If you used her and she's so crazy with all these powerful positive effects, you'd have to cleanse all of those just for a triple damage for 1 turn. And if you did this beforehand, you'd have to take off this. You'd cleanse your positive effects, but not your negative. I gotta say, it's a very appetizing move, but I personally would not recommend it at all. Removing your positive effects can just never be worth it unless it's like extra turn, triple damage, evasion, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna say no. So in that case, what is my best skill set recommended? I'd say, okay, I'd say this is your best skill set right here. I really like this one. So, Strike of the Magi, of course, if you fight any metal monsters, you can absolutely destroy them with this heavy magic attack. With that elemental advantage, with your massive stats, with the right strength runes, you'd be a destructive force. Then you have Curse of the Magi, moderate magic AoE with Curse. Curse is just a very powerful dot. I'd recommend having it on your team. And then magic AoE is just because, for the same reason you have this as magic, but this is also really strong. And same reason with Starlight Shower. It's actually quite popular. Some dark monsters right now, like Drakbite, Marimotus. I know there's one on the tip of my tongue that I use a lot personally. Kenekro, Mouserk. A lot of dark attackers with cold blood, funnily enough. So, yeah. Definitely run a light move so that you have something to destroy them instantly. Like, I always hate it when I have a magic and light monster, right, per se, and I'm fighting a dark monster, but I only have magic skills. That would suck. So definitely have that magic, that light attack. Whether you want to run that or Starlight Blast is up to you. I just like the idea of an AoE more. There's no big dark threats with dodge area, although, Kenekro. So, yeah, it's really up to you. I just want to run the AoE more. And then for the last move, we have Caspar's Frankincense. Removes all negative effects from itself. That cleanse is just so powerful. I gotta say, I really love it. Then it heals itself by 50 and applies life regeneration. So this guy, I'm definitely going to run as a rainbow build. Only thing is, I can't really rank this guy up at all. So I'm really not interested in investing too much in him. And that's what really sucks. If you don't invest in getting his cells in the first maze, look, I invested just a little bit because I just wanted Griffonia Iron Wings tickets, and I only got, and this is like the normal amount of effort if you don't really try it during the race, I got 10 of his cells. What am I going to do with 10 of his cells and no rank up survival dungeon? It is impossible to rank this guy up. So I gotta say, even though this is one of my favorite attackers from this era, I definitely like what he does, and I definitely love his raw damage output, although his AoE is pretty weak. I gotta say, I give this monster a thumbs up. Thumbs down for the design. His trait, it's whatever, it's iffy. At least he's immune to 3 different controls, and he'll never miss his massive raw damage output on you with True Vision. Plus his 2 dots, which kind of redundant, because Repentance just means you'll never miss, and so does True Vision. But I guess Repentance means your team's denial, everything won't miss either. And Curse is super powerful, the strongest dot in the game still, by my standards at least. And yeah, I gotta say, I like the monster. I'm just disappointed we can't rank up monsters from this era. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. No, please leave a like. It supports the video. It helps it in the algorithm a ton. It just means a lot. I'd appreciate it a lot. And it helps this video get out to a lot of people. I've been getting likes on my videos, and it's been helping my channel a lot. So it'd mean a ton. Leave a comment and I will respond. What are your thoughts on this monster? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Did you get him? And did you get him at at least rank 1? Because rank 1 you might be able to pull him off. I don't want to unlock his rune slots for that many gems when I might not be able to use him. Just because of how hard it is to rank up monsters. I really hope they add a rank up survival dungeon at one point. That would be amazing. But we'll see. And yeah. So leave a comment, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to join the Crab Army. We have just hit 250 subscribers, an absolutely massive milestone, and we're only going up. So thank you all so much, and subscribe, tell your friends. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you have an amazing day. That's about it. Your favorite Omni-Crab, signing out.